so tempted to see how, to see if it's possible to get Starlink where I'm at, because honestly, everything I've read on Starlink versus what we have currently, not only is it cheaper, it's faster and everything else. So it's just like, yeah.
That's not the right one.
Real tempted.
Trying to go for the Starlink ad. Dang.
I wish.
Buddy.
It's just cheaper. It's cheaper and it's faster, and in all honesty, it just makes more sense.
It's
I'm-
better. It's
Okay,
better.
well, I
Just better.
restarted stream. If it cancels again, I'm just gonna be sad and probably do my own thing. I'm gonna exist in a different world. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, I can always like send my like POV over to you for your channel.
Anyway.
Okay. Are you back with us?
Yeah, I am back.
What the
in,
hell?
in the
Why
world
did-
of now.
Oh, that's my phone case. I was so confused. I was like, what is wrong with my like screen, like my little dice roll tray thing? It's I put my phone on top of it like a dum-dum. All right. So, as we re-enter into the scene, Gug, your health does not look right. Why
That's
is
not
your
right,
token's
actually.
health
Yeah, you're right.
wrong? Oh, because it's still set to be Gug. Hold on. Let me set this to Papa. I apologize. Just press H, it's much easier to do that. Papa. Update. Save. There we go. I guess we never set that correctly. That's my bad. Okay. As you all are sitting there in the quiet of the area around you, you all begin to feel some water drip, 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 and then it begins to pour.
Water.
And then this sound of thunder begins to kind of form around you all as you are just waiting out in this area. Let's see if I can find it. Un momento, por favor.
Oh, you got a 13. Oof.
I think this is what I was looking for. There we go. Oh, sounds better. Yeah, ambience.
Ambiance?
As you all are waiting, the time you spend in this waiting for, I guess, anything to occur when it comes to this rope trick, I will actually have Gug in this form of you. Roll. Stamey starts dancing. Sure. Roll me a intelligence check.
Okay. Just straight intelligence?
Yes.
Hey.
Good for Gug, not for you guys. I would say with about 30 minutes into the waiting of this thing, you all begin to notice that above where the rope was hanging is now the head of a gigantic wolf man, slowly making his way out as he falls to the ground. Stop fucking sounding like a chihuahua. Good lord.
It's my wolf noise, dude.
No, it is not.
It's my persona.
Let's see. So you 40 feet up, is that right?
Yep.
So the 4d6. You'll take what would that be? You will take 6 damage from that, innately falling out of the portal.
Maybe the 9 feet isn't actually a bad idea.
No, maybe it's not.
Oh my god, I forgot that I get resistance.
Yeah.
Yep. I was
say
waiting for
9?
you all to remember that, but none of you did. Yeah, you know.
I didn't know which resistances he had.
So
I
yeah,
didn't know
no,
he
6.
had
Sorry, 6
fall
damage.
ground resistance.
6.
He didn't have, I didn't know he had gravity resistance. Sorry.
Just so everyone knows, falling is considered bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I
Which
didn't
he
know
is
that.
resistant to. Actually, most of you are.
I'm not.
Anyways, are you all ready for some music?
Yeah.
I'm thinking some boss themes, personally. Alright.
Oh yeah.
With that, I think it's time for everyone's favoritist thing in the whole wide world. Turn order. Alright, everyone, you know what to do. Pick your sheets. do your
0.
things.
Do I know what to do?
Wow.
I didn't actually roll 0.
Oh my god.
Jeez. Alright, we got some good numbers here for initiative.
Wow.
He goes last.
Nat 20 for Albatross.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we fully
And you're
get
still
into
nervous.
everything,
Fuck you.
there is something I must note for everyone. So, because a thunderstorm is happening in the middle of this fight, I will read to you all weather and its effects for thunderstorms. Lightning flashes and thunder crashes. All creatures are partially obscured if they are more than 20 feet from you. If you travel for 4 or more hours during a thunderstorm, roll d20. On a 1, you are struck by lightning, dealing 3d12 lightning damage. Lightning and thunder damage rolls are +2. So in this sense, because of everything that's said, you guys haven't been out here for that long, but you know there's a chance you will be out here for longer. So what's going to happen is, the only thing you have to worry about right now is the fact that being beyond 20 feet from each other is harder to see. So what I will be doing is
So
I will
I'm
be giving...
exactly 20 feet from Doug,
Hold
so...
on. I'm going to be applying an effect to every one of you. Let's see what color. Let's make it like this nice blue. Boom. There's your 20 feet.
Oh,
What?
Boom.
I think
I'm
it's
giving
only
everyone...
one.
Was it individual?
Oh, shit.
Because I don't see anything.
Yep. It's
hasn't
per
gotten to
person.
it
I
yet.
gotta do it one by one.
So I don't. Yeah, I don't. Oh, there we go. Now I see it.
Alright, Gug, are you ready? It's
No.
your turn. So, if anyone is outside of that circle, it is a disadvantage to hit them from ranged. They have to be within your circle to, to be able to hit.
Yeah.
That is what you guys are dealing with. And right now, Pan, it is your turn.
so is he considered in my range, Gug?
Just barely. I think.
Because you can.
I would imagine, yes. You
Okay.
can see like the forms of him from like just the downpour.
Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Vortex work. All right. So are you doing the full 90? I assume.
Yeah, but he has to do a consultation.
Constitution.
Constitution, yeah.
I forgot there's a
Conversation.
save. I'm so used to. Well, yeah, he gets teleported.
Yeah.
That's
I-
crazy.
The little things
Yep.
on my head start to glow as I point my hands out towards Gug, causing his form to glow as he disappears up into the air 90 feet.
Jesus. And you will
Oh.
take. What is half of 36? Let's find out, everybody.
Are you?
36.
18. You will take 18 damage as you plummet back down into the ground. Well, actually, you would still be up in the air. Because I need to actually look up falling per turn. DnD falling per round. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, you fall. In the world of DnD, you fall 500 feet in 6 seconds. Jeez.
Whoa.
Terminal velocity.
Okay, so no, yeah, you get thrown up, and then you immediately slam back down. There's not even a point.
I just realized I have a worse version of this ability called Catapult.
I don't think that one lets you launch people.
Oh, okay.
With
Yeah,
that,
still be
do
one.
you have any other actions you'd like to do?
I have an extra attack, don't I?
Do you?
Yep.
I do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay. What can I do with an extra attack?
It should just let you do, I believe. Okay, so extra attacks. They're not
I just-
like. I don't
Can I-
think an extra attack counts as an action. I think it's literally just you attacking, so like with a weapon.
Can I just vortex warp him again?
I do not believe so.
Hmm.
Turn this music down a little bit. It's a little loud.
Could I throw the Grim Totem to summon Grim?
I don't know about that one.
Okay. I don't know, Wayne.
Let me look at something real quick. D&D
What is a proficiency
extra
bonus?
attack.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh,
I see it.
an extra attack. The short answer is no. That's all I needed to see. All right. So yes, so the only thing you can really do is most likely just get up next to them and attack them with your weapon, or if you have a gun, you can just shoot them. That's your best bet for extra attack.
I'm gonna shoot him.
All right. Roll to
Yeah.
hit.
16.
Does 16 hit you, Gug?
It does not.
Oh.
You see the bullet fly out and just bounce off of the thick fur,
Oh, okay.
furry hide.
I'm gonna make sure he has a harder time with seeing me.
One away.
Yep.
All right.
And with that, I end my turn.
Yep. Damien, it is your turn.
All right, assuming I
Oh,
don't
it's the
immediately
bottom of the
shit
list.
myself the moment this happens, because
You had an hour to prepare for this, you asshole.
Yeah.
it's still something that can happen.
Yeah. All right, Damien. What's happened, Captain?
Do you think I need to roll this, or do you think I've had enough time to prepare myself?
In my mind, you've spent a lot of time with Gug, and I'm sure you guys have talked about this stuff a lot more. Honestly, I think you should be fine. Especially with the amount of prep time to do this event. I think you'll be fine. I don't think you need to roll for emotional damage.
Okay, well,
Damn.
I'm gonna try my risky move first.
Alright, you gotta bonk him.
Absolutely.
What are you?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
The
Rushing
plan was
straight
to.
forward.
Alright.
Oh my god.
I like how he came out here with the plan of, hey, when he chases you, run away, and you go, I'm gonna bonk him. Very first
Well,
no,
he's
thing.
gotta get his attention.
Yeah, I have to get his attention. Meaning, he doesn't have my attention.
But he does have your erect. What?
Oh,
I was thinking the exact same.
that's actually a pretty good point. Yeah, no, they were just attacked by, they're also sent flying into the sky, so yeah, no, I would consider them very confused.
This is
Also,
like
technically
the only
speaking-
time I could use it.
That would miss if it wasn't for the fact that, if I recall, if you take a fall and... Actually, we never did any roll to see if you... Okay. Roll me a dex save real fast, Gug.
Okay.
Sorry. This is important. Okay, never mind. You landed on your feet when you fell that distance. If you
God,
hadn't,
I'm
you would have
strong.
been prone.
How?
Yeah.
90
boy.
feet, crazy.
Yeah.
Just a big
Fucking medium.
crater underneath him.
Yeah. But, okay. Unfortunately, though, that means you miss your gnarled pan attack.
Hey, I'm not gnarled.
You're not. I was talking... Oh, I see now what you mean.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Har, 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 har.
Hor, hor, hor.
So,
Shit. Okay. Yeah, I already fucked it up.
What happened?
I was trying to use one of my new abilities.
Choose
Because-
level you learn.
Literally because of the visibility. That's
You
what
can
I'm
make it.
trying to do.
Something to note, and I know what you're worried about, but it says when you make a melee attack, not if you hit. When you make.
Oh, so I can
still
still
applies.
just run away. Good.
Yes.
So I can use the rest of my movement speed and then use my bonus action to just jump out and be outside of the field of vision again.
Run the fuck away. Yes.
run away!
No opportunity
Wait.
attacks.
Which I can
Does he have
easily make it
advantage?
out.
Doesn't he have
What'd you
advantage
say?
for doing a sneak attack with the gnarled fan?
That's if he hits, right?
Does the
What?
sneak attack
Oh!
give you advantage?
Wait, no, I know it's if you
think
have
he would,
advantage.
actually.
You can do that. And also, logistically speaking, because he wasn't prone, or because you weren't prone, he doesn't get the bonus of the advantage while hitting a prone target.
Okay.
So no.
Wait, shouldn't he do another dex for when he fell out of the thing?
Yeah, but you already lift him up immediately, and I feel like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fair
So
enough.
there was the first save of teleporting him, and then
Yeah.
the final save of him landing. And he
Well,
failed
the-
the first, and then succeeded on the landing.
Well, I
That
think
third
what's being
dex
said
could
is...
have been your one.
The
and
first
then-
time he fell, then he fell twice. But we only rolled
Yeah.
once. But at this point, it's been 2 moves, or 2
Yeah,
whole
no.
turns later that it doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever.
It's a wash.
But doing those
Alright.
those 3 abilities in succession, I can just keep doing that over and over again until it
it's
wore.
gonna be like
Right,
the
kinda
most
natty.
annoying piece of shit to deal with.
That's all
All
you
right,
can do.
Albatross, it is your turn.
Sticking with
I just
the
have a little bit of movement
plan,
speed left.
I'm just imagining Gran Torino. Just
Pass without a trace. All right. You are hidden.
Within 30 feet, so an extra 10 feet beyond my normal circle.
Yep.
Whoa.
Might actually be able to apply that, funny enough. Here, let's see if that works.
Yeah, well,
not-
damn, that is a lot more than
No,
I
sorry,
thought.
that's not. I did that wrong.
Yeah,
I did that wrong. I
That,
meant
that
to
seems
put
like
30 and I
that's
put 40.
too much. I mean, that's still. I mean, that covers.
Yeah.
That covers Ethan. Maybe.
Yeah.
Because it's you and your companion.
Oh yeah, you're right. He does Gug count as your?
He not in this instance.
Yeah, not in this instance. Each creature you choose specifically, which is a good one. The bonus of +10 to their dexterity, stealth checks, and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no trace or traces of its passage. All right. Do you have anything else you want to do?
No, I'm sticking to the plan. I'm trying to just make sure he doesn't get to the
Alright.
town.
Noted. Gug, it
Uh-oh.
is your turn. It's time for you to rip
This is
and
actually-
or tear.
This is really interesting because, like, I can't see anyone for sure, right? But,
Yeah.
like,
Well, you can right now kind of make out the shape of a small rabbit figure. However,
No,
due to
we-
pass
no,
without
we
trace,
can't.
it is difficult. That's why I
and
said
this is
without
where
that.
it's really interesting is that I actually smelled him earlier on, so my insightful memory would actually remember him.
Oh,
Would that
fuck.
be considered magical means?
I
Or is
mean,
that
to
just
be
a
fair,
magical
you-
Would that because it would say it would
You-
mask him completely. That's what mine says. Is that it masks him. So even his scent would be gone.
It can't be tracked. It can't be tracked except by magical means. Is this a magical means?
Yeah.
Or is this like
This is
just a...
technically okay. So this is your curse, right?
Mhm.
In my mind, I do think the curse has a bit of a magical means to itself.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to point out that with the amount of time we've spent together, he probably knows all of our scents.
That's what I'm saying. But mine covers
No,
smell as
I
well.
only know his for now.
Because it says all traces, which it would include scent. So mine would, no matter what, even if he knows my scent, he can't smell me at all. It is impossible for him to do
Except it says
Unless for
except
magic.
by magical means.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is why we're
But
asking.
the
In
point
is
this
it
case,
magical?
because of yes, in case because of this very specific situation, and it being in relation to his curse, I personally think that I think this it works in general.
Alright.
Because this
And-
is something, think of it more like this. In his brain, he has hard locked your guys' scent and knows exactly where you are as long as you're within a range. That sounds to me a little bit more magical than just being a normal animal.
No, I'm fine with either.
Like-
I'm just saying, like, we need to decide.
Yeah.
But the point I was trying to make was, wouldn't he know all of our scents? So, in reality,
Yeah.
he would be smelling all three of our locations, not just
Oh, yeah.
Ethan's. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, with him now
I've-
knowing where you all are,
Alright.
what you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna rush towards the rabbit, I think. And yeah, sorry. It's just
Wow.
like you're just like the most punchable. I feel
Yeah.
like
Sorry, Wabbit. It's Wabbit season.
and then I'm gonna lunge at you with my teeth.
Oh.
All right. And then I guess there's a save for this, huh?
If you fail
Grapple.
a save, you're considered. Actually, is there a save for Feral Bite? Does it have something on that?
Apparently it does.
Because it might not be a save, or might just be a like if you get hit, you are considered grappled. I think it's meant to be if you get hit, you're considered grappled.
Well, you just don't have any words for it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We didn't
I
put,
might have
like, a
fucked up
ton of-
the writing on that. Yeah. No, I think that's a fuck up on my part. It's supposed to be if you get hit, you get grappled.
Okay.
But I don't know if that works too well for Ethan's sake, because Ethan, you have a thing known as I think ethereal or something like that, right?
I don't think I
Is-
have that yet.
Oof.
Oh. Well, I thought you had something that.
still
Hold on,
have-
let me look at your character
Isn't it
sheet.
ethereal?
I still have damage to do as well if you want me to do that.
Oh yeah, you can roll for damage since you did hit him.
Wait,
Okay.
he said if we want him to do that, can we just say no thanks?
Oh hey, it says DC
Oh, wait.
for the grapple
Oh, there it
Dexterity
is.
save.
once you roll for damage.
Oh, he has really good
Jesus,
dex,
15.
so come on.
Okay, so it was just.
You can
connecting to
easily get a
that. That's
15.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
sure.
You breathe a
Unless-
15.
Dex-
Dex
rolls
is my
bad.
highest thing.
Bring it home.
That one.
Damage?
28. He gets a 28.
Yeah.
He can.
You can also get in that one.
Which would
Jeez, how
still be a
low did you
9.
roll
Which
for
would be
that
an. Oh, and
damage?
that one would be a. Yeah,
You
9.
got a nat 1.
What?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
damage.
damage was low on that.
damage, The feral bite heal got a nat 1 on.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, Cub, you gonna roll? Or...
I didn't know you were waiting for me on that already. Okay.
12.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Oh.
Wow.
He
Oh.
fails.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
he's
have a
grappled.
+9?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He
When
just
you
goes,
fail a dexterity save it
"No."
though, you can use your action D4. So roll a D4.
That would be enough if I got a 4.
Yeah, if you get a 4, I believe it's enough.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just manages
Nice.
to escape.
Nice. Okay.
Like
Could
in
be
my
enough
mind,
to
I always
get
see
through
the,
it.
I always see these moments like it's like in an anime. Like he gets so close
Okay.
with his claw, and he just barely dodges. Damien just barely dodges and bounces out of the way.
He
Alright.
takes the damage, but hey,
Oh
doesn't
shit!
get
they
grappled.
are
That's
both
pretty good.
Fast.
And then, I guess while he's backpedaling, I can make another attack, I believe.
You have, yes. If you click it, you can actually show everything.
Yeah. It's a attack with a bite and a claw. So,
Yep. Go for a sweepy
my
swipe.
decision's already made.
Oh.
And I will not be
Jeez.
hitting of my own accord, also.
Also, if it helps
Um,
anything, I have resistance against piercing, so I only took 2 damage from that first attack.
Yeah, that was that was a
Hey.
good dodge. Damn. Wanna look something.
The
Okay,
boss music just stopped on my side. I don't know about
It's
everyone else.
been
Yeah.
stopped. It just rained, which is almost more dramatic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the end of
It
the
is
John
kind
Wick
of more
film.
terrifying.
Do you want me to just? I could turn the music off if you guys just want the rain.
I don't even have music. I just have rain.
Whatever.
Off already.
Yeah, I just have rain.
It's weird. Wait, so if I click this, do you guys hear the music again?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Music back then. Gug, do you have anything else you'd want to do?
Nope.
All right. Pan, it's your turn.
So, how does being outside of range work
This one's
again?
loud. Un momento. Me boop. Damn, why is that one so
Disadvantage.
loud? Okay. If you were trying to target a person, yes, it is a disadvantage.
Hmm.
Because you
So,
cannot see where they are at.
Mine
If
isn't
you're
like
trying
a...
to use that one spell, you
Yeah.
have to have line of sight, and you currently cannot see them.
Okay. Well, if Pan just walks up a little bit like that...
Yeah.
Yeah, then you could
Yeah.
make out the form of them.
Okay. Doug, why don't you go ahead and roll me a Constitution?
Con save, Guggy boy. It's gonna
Yay.
be terrifying if he saves. You need to get it above a 16. Damn.
I
That's
don't know.
90 feet
Plus
more.
All right, here we go again.
Mhm.
96.
30.
That's literally the exact same numbers
18
before.
again.
Yep,
Yeah.
18 again.
Right.
That is wild.
So we've done a decent chunk of damage to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling too healthy right now.
Where you
No.
at? Where you at? If you would say. No.
If we're talking about D&D methods, he
Wait.
is technically wounded.
Okay.
So very, very, very
Can
low.
I decide the
Hmm?
Can I decide the location as well, like where he's dropping to?
I mean, I would imagine, but just keep in mind that if you're choosing straight up 90 degrees, it has to
Hmm.
only go up. But if you are choosing like to move him, you have to calculate the effective diagonal distance shit,
Yeah,
Pythagorean theorems and shit like
I'll just drop him.
that. All right.
I
Just
don't
keep it
wanna do
36,
math.
yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
And
I do not blame you.
kabam, 21.
Ah.
That
Or
I believe
28,
it is.
right? Because it's disadvantage. But either way, it
Hey,
hits.
piercing.
So you'll take 4 piercing.
God damn it.
Don't you love resistance?
Wait.
All right.
I'm
Is
gonna
that your
just,
turn?
I'm going back down here.
Yeah. Damien, it is
Hello.
your turn.
Well, you already know what I'm trying to do again.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Let's see if it actually hits this time, though. No.
Yeah. You've attempted, and it's like hitting a stone wall. Just boom.
I just
I mean, you're
imagine
working as a great distraction, though.
I'm just imagining an indent in fucking his pan.
Wait, if I just run to Albatross, he won't be able to see me at all?
He'd be able to smell you, but no, not see you.
Yeah.
Are you able to see him? Is it a bad idea to delete it to you?
I mean, ultimately, it
He
doesn't really
effectively
matter.
knows where you both are. Yeah.
Well, it's not like he hurt me the first time, so I'll just get out of his range again as much as I can.
So what I'm hearing is Vortex Warp is going to be great against regular enemies.
Yeah, you're just gonna one call people.
Especially
guess
on a
the only
ship
limitation
where
is
you can
like-
just teleport them into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, would that
Wait,
work?
I
Oh,
could-
dude.
Because the boat would keep moving. So if you teleported up straight up 90 feet, the odds could be that they fall straight into the water because the boat would have moved.
If you fall 500 feet in 6 seconds, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Boom. Fucking meteor. All right. With that, Albatross, it is your turn. You see, actually, no, you don't see. You don't see anything.
How dare
You can vaguely hear the snarling noises of a very berserked out.
I also heard a few
Gug.
bonks that didn't really seem to land too well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm pulling a bark right now.
You are, yeah.
So
the curse
ac-
is mid-shifted.
So actually, thinking where, actually, wait a minute. Could I roll perception for my senses to know where Damien is? You didn't answer.
Good talk, Cody. Good talk.
Are you looking that up, or are you like thinking about it?
Sorry, no, my sister was yelling at me
Oh,
through the
yeah,
door.
yeah,
She was wanting to do stuff, but we're currently in D&D.
Oof.
All right. Sorry, what was that? Repeat.
Can I roll my my perception for my senses that are enhanced? Because I have dark vision, extra dark vision, super duper dark vision, and I have good sense of smell. Can I try to find Damien through the storm?
Here's what I will say. Dark vision does not help you at all. Because
What's
this is not the
dark?
darkness that is preventing your vision. It is the amounts of rain. It is this torrential downpour that is layering the area around you.
Okay.
In case of your smelling is good, because you are a natural hunter, but it is not on the same par, even near the same as Gug's abilities. So
I didn't say it
unfortunately, you would
was.
still be rolling very similar. I know, but in the sense of the mechanics, I don't believe you actually have anything that increases your smelling. It's more of just like a character description that helps move along your character's own dialogue. But in this case, I do not believe mechanically you have anything that would help you. You can always try and roll perception to see if you can find him, but it will be a disadvantage due to obvious reasons.
It won't change really either way because I already can't see him,
Yeah.
so I might as well. Nah.
It's very it's there's a
Neutral.
lot going on right now. Yeah.
Right.
It's kind of hard to
because
make out
what
his
mattered there
general-
was not necessarily could I find Damien. It's more of a could I know that he moved. Since I don't, I'm gonna go to where I think he last was because I know where he used to be. So I'm gonna go this direction. But I also know where that fecker is, so I'm probably gonna go like there. Like I'm gonna arc around.
Mm-hmm.
And now I see no Damien and a fucking wolf.
He is not looking good, by the way. But,
I'm still covered in darkness.
yeah.
So I don't know if that helps me at all, but I can see him. He can only smell
maybe
me.
eyesight.
I'm not sure that
Do you
helps.
have anything else you want to do this action?
I mean, I don't really want to fight him. I don't really have any interest in fighting him. So I guess not.
Okay. What I'm going to do is a little bit of an interesting situation. Gug, you have in this like span of technically like what, 12 seconds, probably a little more than that. You've been thrown into the sky twice, fallen from a portal once, and then have been attempted to be swiped by a pan.
Twice.
Yeah,
And
and
got
your
shot
vision
once.
is obscured by not only the rain, but the darkness that surrounds Albatross. There is a lot happening. I would actually like you to roll me a wisdom save.
Don't forget he got shot.
By the way, Eleanor,
Oh,
if you're
yeah,
still
and you
here,
got
this
shot
is
by a bullet.
If you're still here, Eleanor, this is a homebrew D&D, so that's what the game it is.
Yes, sorry. Unfortunately, it is still not enough, but there is a moment where your consciousness kind of comes back into place, but quickly is unfortunately still overwhelmed by this other you. If you want to get out a word or whatnot, you can, but other than that, you're going to continue your turn as the beast.
Okay. I think with how everything in range looks, I'd probably go for Albatross.
Yeah.
And I probably just like be trying to Hail Mary, trying to like do something. So I'm gonna
Yep.
cast a Shatterous Roar.
Fecker has a
Good
chance
lord.
to say
I don't know why that rolled
something,
damage.
and he doesn't. Okay, I see how.
I think it just does it because it's its own thing. We can use
Yeah.
ability bonus. So you
So
have to make a
cone.
DC 15 Constitution save, I believe.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. No.
That is a
I'm
fail.
not very good at
So you will take 18. Oh, that is wild numbers right there. You'll take 18 thunder damage.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm still above everyone else's health.
Pretty much. Gug, do you have anything else you want to do in this turn?
No,
You still have your
not
movement
really.
and everything.
All
Alright.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. I'm like an injured animal. I'm just like gonna be
Yeah.
warding off and like striking at randomly. I think.
Okay. Then we'll move on to Pan. Pan is your turn. What do you do?
Before I do, I want to ask, would you allow me to use Alarm as an extra attack, since it's not an attack?
It is unfortunately still a spell, I believe.
Yeah, okay.
So it still unfortunately follow that rule. I'm sorry.
Alright. I'm
But,
gonna...
I mean, if you knock him out, you can get a "How do you want to do this?" moment. And maybe you can use alarm.
no, it's all good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up to here,
There we go.
I'm gonna see Cub, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey Cub, you wanna just sort of stay near me for a little bit?" Oh, you're not
I
Cub,
mean-
you're Damien.
I guess. Why?
Oh, no reason. And I'm gonna cast shield on myself to bring my armor class up to 20. And then I'm gonna fire my flintlock.
That doesn't work like that.
What do you mean?
It's a reaction. It's when you get hit that you cast shield.
Huh? Where's the reaction?
Yeah, that's what,
It
that's
says
what you just said.
casting
Casting
time.
time.
One reaction.
Casting time, one. What?
Yeah. So it's only when you get hit, or you're about to get hit, that you cast it. Basically, when you
Oh.
see someone roll for damage, or roll to hit, and if you can get above that with shield, you'll cast shield. And then it'll block the hit, unless it's a magic missile.
Okay, whatever. I guess.
You have
Yeah,
the
well,
preparation of that.
Yeah.
That what you're
I'm
doing?
gonna. No. I'm gonna cast Firebolt.
Fireball.
That I'm pretty sure hits.
That
Yeah.
hits. Yeah.
Kablami!
It's a pretty big firebolt right into a big boy's
Oh!
back.
Alright. As I had just said earlier, how do you want to do this?
Oh, okay. Well. I guess I'll just use the alarm, because haha, funny, right? To attract
Yeah.
his attention. As he runs at me, just fire off the firebolt. I don't know.
You do.
Yeah, just firebolt me.
And I
Stop
hate it.
that fucking chihuahua ass sound. It's so ugh. I hate it. But you see this salivating, this just crazed beast of a man run at you a full sprint when you use the spell, and you quickly use your firebolt, and when it hits, his momentum carries, and he kind of falls to the ground and slides over towards you, and you kind of just put your foot up and stop him from continuing further as he is out. And as you watch his body, I'll move him over. Well, actually, no, you can put yourself back on the field, Gug. You watch as his body shrinks down in size.
I have slain the mighty beast. All
Yeah,
praise Pan.
Not that Gug.
Same.
The other Gug.
What?
Gug.
Why?
Oh,
Oh
Why
God.
are there-
God, he's
Why?
God,
What
the
is-
he's earned. He knows the multi technique.
There's only one
Gug.
Gug to pull.
what
Yeah,
about the
it's
other Gug?
Interface 2.
It is only that Gug. I can drag the incomplete is different. The werewolf and the real Gug are combined now, though.
What? No, they're not.
Yeah.
Wait, are they? Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
This
messing
is,
with you.
this
I
is who he
swear.
really is.
Gug has
I guess
mastered
it's
his
who I am.
curse.
I mastered it. I'm always feral now.
Yeah.
Yup.
Oh, I see what
He has
happened.
mastered him.
How did that happen? Okay, that's interesting. Here, I'm
No
fixing
real
that.
beat.
Your token thing got
It's two
changed for some
wolves.
reason. Oh, I know what it was. It was okay. Never mind. Yeah, no, that's actually super simple.
Two wolves inside
And
me.
kind of makes sense. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Calm down there, bud. All right. Let's let that load. I know what I did wrong. I apologize.
Well, who the hell is that
It's taking
guy?
forever for
We
it
don't know
to
what you
upload
did.
the token.
Oh,
There.
why is it just...
Save. And then I
Suddenly
need
two
to
black men
adjust your
appeared.
token size.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Horrifying.
Wait, this
What?
one. Let me shrink
Why
you
is
back
that
down to
horrifying,
normal
huh?
size real
Why
quick.
is it...
Update default token. Save for Gug. And now, I hope I did this right, but if I put the werewolf back down, yes, he's himself and Gug is himself. All is well. Woo!
Yay!
My bad. I fucked
Now
up.
put yourself
But,
out.
yes.
Gug.
Yeah, you're right here. So you see as Gug, his form shrinks back down as he is knocked unconscious, and is laying there, very battered and bruised. Oh, also roll me a death save.
What?
Oh, no.
Shit! I clicked the wrong thing. Spells do not have any form of non-lethality to them, meaning every spell shot is lethal. So you technically, legitimately, knocked him unconscious in the sense where he has to roll for a death save, unless anyone
Oh, well.
stabilizes him.
He'll get
But
over
for
it.
the sake of it, I think I'm pretty sure it's a pass. I think you have to just get above like a 10.
Yeah.
Anything 10 or above pass.
Yeah. So
Well, either
the
way,
save's
he's gonna be
And then
fine.
Albatross with Cure Wound. Yes. I just want to
Yay.
do that because I think it'd be funny.
Yeah.
But-
I
Yeah.
waited until he did it first.
The board just to
President.
scare the shit out of us, apparently.
Yeah. It's funny.
I look at Albatross and like, are you glad I came now?
Do this real quick.
Honestly, I think it would have been smoother if we dealt with it ourselves.
Would have taken you all night.
That was kind of the point.
Yeah, well, now we
It would've been
can...
better if I actually hit my fucking.
It'd be
shot.
better if we didn't knock him out at all.
Oh, he's a strong guy. He'll live.
It's not the living part, it's more of the lasting effects of it.
Oh, he'll
pushing
get
her
over it.
around.
See, he's fine. He's moving.
And as you all do this, you now recognize that not much time has passed. It is still very early in the night. And you recognize that, much like the last time you had done this, Gug will probably be asleep for a while. Unless you all wake him up, which I assume you won't.
I'm gonna...
idea.
Oh, wait, no. Okay, we don't want him to wake up.
No, you don't.
I was just
but
gonna
with
start
that-
slapping his cheek, going, wakey, 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 wakey.
Wakey, wakey. Okay,
How
phase
much
2
does-
fight, let's go.
How much does Gug weigh?
Oh, that's a good question. He's a pretty big
Well,
boy.
you guys have fun with that.
Gug, how heavy are you?
Let me look at my bio. 223 pounds.
Oh, I can lift that. I wanna power
Why does
lift
it say
this
my
crap.
age is 98?
How-
You're
How
ancient.
much?
Gug's not 98, right?
I thought
Uh,
he's older than me. I remember that.
Yeah, I think he is 98, because I think we increased
Real?
the age of the orcs.
Did you say
Oh, okay,
298 pounds?
No, he said 30.
Two-
No,
220.
200, like, 20.
Oh,
That'd be
220.
wild.
Like, he's
Yeah.
skinny. He's
Yeah.
normally a skinny bastard.
Yeah.
You are not lifting 99 kilos,
Oh,
mate.
It's,
I could do that
let's go
easily in real
weight
life.
of-
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I can. I
Maybe
maxed
not
out.
just
I maxed out
pounds.
squat at 450 pounds, and I jumped. I could do 500.
Well-
I could easily fucking do. Me
But
in real life
also
to
you
carry
have
this
to
bastard.
carry that. Well, no, hold on. But you have to carry this weight for hours.
I'm not saying that. Like, one, my character is stronger than me in real life. Two,
Yes,
I could
also,
fireman
I wasn't
carry
saying
him
that fact.
a non-insignificant amount of space. Like, yeah, I wouldn't carry him for a few miles, but I could carry him.
Yeah, maybe not a few miles. I think
While-
you definitely carry him
Definitely
if
not a
you're
few
just
miles,
you,
but I could definitely carry him several hundred
Albatross,
feet.
Albatross definitely can carry him.
Yeah.
Because Albatross is a vampire who is strength magically boosted.
Well, anyways, to bring up your thing you were saying about real life, while a typical human can lift around 25 kilos,
Okay.
which I'm not doubting you can't lift more than that, but you're not lifting 99 kilos.
I have lifted double that. I have lifted double of how much he weighs. I could pick him up fireman carry and at least carry him over the course of a few hours, definitely several hundred feet. Like no,
Not
that
in
is
real
not.
life, you couldn't.
There it is.
What?
Fans. That's what I was
Not in real life, you couldn't.
I absolutely could in real life.
You could not.
I absolutely could.
Oh yeah. Ooh, wow. Orcs can live a while now.
Over the course
Okay.
of several hours, I would easily get someone that's 220 pounds, several hundred feet.
It's a goofy ass conversation.
So you're telling me you can carry around a typical male mountain gorilla?
Or gorillas are heavier than
That they-
that. Gorillas are like 300
they
pounds.
weigh-
What the hell are you talking about?
They
That's
weigh
way heavier.
97.7 kilos.
Wait, no. I'm looking this up. How much does a fucking... How much do gorilla weigh?
Mountain gorilla.
Fine. Mount...
This is an interesting side tangent we've decided to fall upon.
Mountain gorilla weighs between 300 and 500 pounds. Fuck off. No, I
I-
can't carry that. Females,
Well, I'm looking at it.
females are
I'm looking at
215. But
I'm
males,
looking at it right here, and it says 97.7.
mine says 300 to 450 and 85 pounds. But females can be 215. So a female, yes. A male, no. Yeah, right here it says
Crazy.
267 kilograms,
Hmm.
not 99.
Whatever, but you're
That is
still
a
not
number.
lifting 100 fucking kilos.
Absolutely, like not only have I done it,
So
I
okay, wait,
could
hold
do
on,
it.
hold on. I want to like preface something.
Yeah.
So okay. 200 and what was it, 220?
Yeah,
Yeah.
220.
That's not that bad in the sense of like bench pressing and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, unless it's giving me the wrong calculations, like,
It might be.
It might be because
Yeah,
unless
'cause-
you mistype something, but no, because like I know a lot of people who lift over 200 pounds on bench pressing. I once used to be able to do that. I stopped working out for a while, so obviously I can't do it anymore. But I did.
No, yeah, 99
Whatever,
kilograms
I
is 218 pounds. So basically, in this case, you don't know who Clayton is, so I can't give you that example.
No.
But like a little above average, because average guys would be probably about like 190 to 105, but a little bit above average weight people, males especially. It's like, once again, I'm not saying I'd get hit. I'll drag him miles, but
Yeah.
I
Just being able to lift
have
and hold.
squatted 450 pounds. I could pick him up easily, and walking would be harder, but I could do it. Like, walking would suck. It wouldn't be pleasant, but I could do it for several hundred feet.
Yeah. Something to also remember is when it comes to stuff like barbell lifting versus like carrying someone,
Yeah,
it's
dead weight's
more
heavy.
like the
Dead
weight
weight's
is
heavy.
more in your legs than it is anywhere else.
Yeah, because it's more dispersed.
And your legs are vastly stronger. So yeah,
Assuming-
I could
muscles
definitely
in my
see
core.
that weight.
You
I
get what
pulled
I-
half like a pretzel.
Yeah, it would
I
hurt.
can't lift for anything.
It would hurt your back, but you could do it.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Your back would hate lifting Gug for a long period of time.
Yeah. Well, in this
Anyway,
case,
now
I'm
this
magically
weird little math
enhanced.
conundrum is done with. We're gonna move on.
I'm gonna.
So,
I'll
you
drag him with
guys-
us.
Yes, you guys spend the hours to walk and manage your way back into town. The rain continues to pour down
What the
around you. It
fuck?
is not fun. What is happening?
Don't worry
Just
about it.
Stop that. You manage to make your way back into town. It's dead of night. At this point, the moon is probably halfway through the sky. And you are managing and walking back through town. And what you notice is on your way back in, there are guards that are walking around the outer rims of the place, kind of just inspecting things. And then when you guys manage, I will have to ask, are you doing any form of sneaking? Good lord!
Nah, he's just running around.
Apparently maybe it's just Sonic right now.
Gotta go fast.
You gotta go
Get off.
fast.
Get off Marinette. Thank you.
But yes, are you doing any form of sneaking, or are you guys just walking?
I guess if we wanted to, I could go ahead and try to get the anchor.
But no, I'm not.
No, well,
sneaking at all.
because I mean, honestly, so,
God's
how
out,
much-
let me
roll a
actually,
sneak check.
good
Not
point.
only
How long would it take us take me, I guess, to drag him back to the ship?
From the other end of town, probably about an hour to 30 minutes of a walk.
Let's go for the difference. Let's say 50 minutes.
Yeah.
How much time? What time is it now? If you had a guess.
If I had to guess, it's probably maybe 2 a.m.
All right, easily. All right, fine. You can go ahead and run. You can run ahead. Decide for yourself. I'm gonna get back to the ship, and we'll go from there.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to do it.
All right.
All right.
To answer your question, Harry, no, I am not sneaking.
I'm sure.
Drags Gug through street.
So, if everyone's just kind of doing things, Damien, or specifically, I will definitely need you to do some rolls here in a bit, but we're trying to focus on the everyone else thing. So, with Albatross carrying Gug and Pan just kind of walking. Pan, are you in your disguise?
Nope.
That's a bad part.
You should go.
She
to
has
the
no
clam.
reason to be in her mind.
Clam.
What?
Yeah. What was that?
Just take me to the clam so you don't have to go to the port with me.
Well, I think. Well, we're trying to escape tonight, so we gotta go to
Oh.
the boat.
Yeah.
Wait, I go to the clam. Hey guys, can you help me lift this fat bastard?
There you go. Actually, as you walk into the clam, you notice that the bartender and a bunch of other guys are kind of like gathered around like the middle, just kind of talking, and then he notices you, Albatross, and he goes, you're back! Yeah, perfect timing. I got some of my lads here, and we're thinking of causing a bit of a ruckus soon. I'm probably going to do the same thing tomorrow night. You said you were leaving tomorrow, aren't you?
Well, we might be a change of plans. It might be tonight.
Ooh. You're leaving tonight then. Anything we can do to help you?
Well, if one or two of you could help carry him, I've been lifting him for a while.
I think I know the guy. He kind of looks over to the guy who normally just stands by the door, and he says, Henry, come here, get him. He leans off the door, and this dude's fucking massive, and he walks over and he kind of just reaches down and, like, he kind of picks him off your shoulder and kind of pulls him onto his own. He's not, like, he's probably, like, 7 feet tall at this point, when you look at him from a distance, so he's pretty easily able to kind of, like, hold on to Gug himself. And he looks down at you and says, "Where?"
Our boat. I'll lead the way. Otherwise, all you guys are good to do your own thing.
And he turns around and is like, "Alright, guys, ready to cause a bit of a mayhem?" And you just hear a resounding, "Yeah!"
I do
As
also like
everyone
how
just,
this
like,
started with
cheers.
this bartender telling us that the people here would not riot for any reason. And now he's like, riot!
No,
Riot!
what has happened is he's gathered his like crew of people,
Yeah.
like the drunk bastards, basically.
Yeah.
The
people that would
normal
normally
townspeople
cause
won't,
it.
but yeah,
Okay.
exactly. The ones who would normally. Yeah. Oh, you probably would have also seen that one drunk bastard in the middle. Of the...
Yeah, like,
But,
they've been like punching each other all day, all night, and they're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we're boys."
Yeah, boys do boy things. So eventually, they all kind of spread throughout town. And Pan, you're walking. I assume you just kind of kept walking while I was also dealing with the bar thing, right?
Yep.
You're not sneaking. No, I think it would just happen. You while you're walking, you would notice a guardsman kind of look over at you, squint, and then his eyes would perk up and be like, "Hey, you there! Halt! Stop moving!" And he'd start to kind of pace towards you.
Hi.
He stops you and says, "What are you, some kind of devil?"
Yes.
Yes.
I've been called worse.
You and your kind, not wanted in these parts. There's order. Sorry.
That's fine, we're leaving.
God damn it, no.
Wait a minute. He did just say we don't want you here. So like now he's in a weird pickle where he wants her gone, but also needs her to stay.
Yeah.
No, okay. Now you say that, I have to like think about what he just said because you were right. Okay, well, he's going to rephrase. Okay, yeah, no, actually, no. Here's what he's gonna say. He's like, yeah, "You're not wanted here. Your kind's not wanted here. Yeah, we're gonna. Me and the boys are gonna round you, and if you have any other fellows of yourselves, we'll take you back to Gilded Yost, where you will serve your time. You freaks of fucking nature."
Oh, that's okay. We're leaving anyways.
What? No, you're not. You're leaving with us. And he's going to reach and try to grab you by the arm.
Marionette.
Shit. Never mind. Let's. Does Marionette know? I guess Marionette would know because he got a mind link.
I can summon the marionette at any time. I don't think.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well, you gotta know,
Well,
I'm also
I'm
coming
gonna pull
down
out.
this street. The same
Yeah.
street.
So, Gildan Yost soldier. In this moment, he's reaching out for you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna bite his head.
Jesus. All right.
Goku style. I like
Actually,
it.
like
no. Marionette's gonna bite his hand.
Why don't you both bite his hand?
Yes, we're
Oh,
both
God.
going to bite his hand at the
Yang,
same
yang.
time.
That's wild. All right.
Takes off a finger or two.
Roll.
Takes
There's
off a
18
finger.
that.
Yep.
That definitely hits.
And
Roll
what do I
damage.
roll for a bite? I don't have a bite attack.
I do.
Well, I don't. Okay, so hold that thought. I'm only gonna let one of you bite in this moment. As funny as it would be to have both of you, we're only do the one. Sorry, you gonna bite or is the robot gonna bite? Yes, it's the robot. This exactly. He's trying as he's reaching for your mannequin. Like its head spins around, and its teeth like sharpen and point outwards as it chomps down on the man's hand as it's reaching out. And he goes, "Ah, son of a bitch! Die, you freak!" And he takes his sword out and he starts to bash in the mannequin's head. So I'm going to quickly do some point deduction of health.
Does he
real
hit
fast.
though?
That's what we're about to find out. Uno momento. Okay.
I would love tacos right now.
Tacos
Oh,
good, actually.
why you have to say that?
Wow. You boys want to
I'm
go
just
get
hungry in
tacos?
general.
Okay.
It's like you boys
He
wanna go get
is
tacos?
going to attempt a swipeth. Oh, wait, this one I get to do in person. Oh, God. I've thought about dice this entire time.
Although,
I'm
is
just gonna
it
grab
weird that
random
it's like been
black and white.
weirdly peaceful without music? Like, I like the rain.
No, it's
I
not.
like the rain.
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
rain's just a
that'd
nice
be
sound.
I played.
It also, I think, kind of brings like this weird tenseness to the situation. Okay, so he's going to try and hit you.
Me or the
Here we go.
marionette?
The marionette. He got a 19.
Damn.
That fucking hits. And let's see here. 1d6. Let me find one. Here we go. Let's roll. Let's do this one. Unimus. 7 damage to the marionette.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Uh,
6. Wait, didn't you say you're rolling a d6?
Yes, but he has a bonus to it as
Oh,
well.
yeah, yeah.
So you take 7 damage to your mannequin, and he quickly sees what you're doing, and he leers back. And he says, "Guards, others, come here. We got one of them Omen fucks." And he starts to.
I'm gonna put the cloak of disguise on him and turn him into me.
I don't think that's how that works.
I think
Whoever is wearing it has control.
Fine, I'll wear the cloak and then I'll disguise into him.
What? This is wild.
Don't worry. I got a plan. I got a plan.
He looks over at you and he's like, "What kind of trickery is this?"
And then I'm gonna have my marionette stand behind him. I guess like that.
This is swimming. Okay.
Well, I mean, she's still on the path.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah.
In this moment, Albatross, you and Henry are walking down with Gug, and Henry looks up, and then you see him kind of point ahead, and he says, "Yours."
Never heard of him. Who are you?
You don't hear this. This is further down. This is them seeing you from a distance.
Yeah. Then, yeah, I'll just say, none of them. Never seen them in my life.
What? Either way.
No, Pan. No, you're not understanding. You're not there to this discussion.
Oh, I thought...
This is further down the alleyway. I was trying to talk to Albatross.
Yeah, Henry's
Sorry.
not the guard.
Oh,
Henry
yeah.
is the guy carrying Gug right now.
Yes.
No, when you said yours, I thought you were speaking as the guard. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
Henry is doing that.
Yeah. Could you take a different route? I'll join you here tonight.
Boat?
Yes.
Name?
Crack Sparrow. No. Crusty Bucket. It's a real shitty one. You can't miss
You
it.
see, when you say that, you see his brow furrow, and he says, "Fuck," and he starts to walk in that direction.
Anyway, at this point, I can see guard, right?
Take going out in this direction. Yes, you see the guard off in the distance.
Does he see me transform into the guard, though?
Well, here's the thing.
Actually, yeah, I guess you see 2 guards. You see a mannequin biting to the hand of the guard.
Well, I would know that the mannequin that's biting that guard, I'd know that guard is the real one.
That's pretty obvious.
Beyond the fact that I could smell his blood, and I can't smell I can smell yours, but it's like rotten.
That's
so
true.
Like, I could probably definitely
That's a
tell.
good point.
Yeah, anyways.
So I'm going to
What are you
knock
doing?
Arrow, and I'm going to put one right in his neck.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
What? What?
I disguised into him.
You're attacking. He's attacking you. I don't know what's going on.
Well, there's still the torrential downpour that would keep the 15-foot radius.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I'm close enough to
There's
see
a lot
him.
going on here, but
I'm close enough to see him, so like it's not that far.
yeah.
It's bow range.
So- Roll to hit regardless.
All right. I guess we'll just do like a normal casual one. We're not really starting a dread ambusher style. We're just doing it.
What about
Or can I?
Ginger? I know I'm a big chunky boy.
I'm taking your silence as a no.
Is
All right.
it Ginger?
Sorry, what? I didn't realize you were still talking to me.
Would I use? Well, it doesn't matter. But I was like, would I use dread ambush or could I
Jeez.
use dread ambusher here? Because I am literally ambushing
You
him.
could. That's up to you.
Okay.
This is your first time attacking him. So I
Just
think it does extra damage. Is that right?
It does
Or
the
just
extra
an attack?
1d8.
Okay. So yeah. So do your what was your initiative rolls?
So then 1d8 on top
10%.
of that.
Yep. Just roll a 1d8.
15.
Nice.
How
Average.
do you want to kill the guard?
Like I said,
Oh my God, damn.
Marionette's biting you. You back up, turn into the guard, and immediately you see an arrow just go straight through his neck.
Oh,
Okay, fine. I'm gonna push the body into the water.
Smart girl.
very
There,
smart, actually.
see, this is teamwork. Now you are the guard. Now when the guards come, you be like, I don't know.
And I'm
Exactly.
gonna de-summon. And I'm gonna de-summon Marionette.
Marionette.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You're pocketing the marionette. That's smart.
Yeah.
You do this. You push Basically the moment the body goes down, you look at the body and you kind of like nudge it into the ocean, and due to its armor and shit, it just immediately starts to sink.
Cool.
And as this is happening, Albatross, you're kind of a little further down, but you immediately see and hear the sound of more footsteps as more guards approach, and they
dip into an
look
alleyway.
over in your area. Yeah.
Is it
They
possible
say,
to dip into
we
alleyway?
heard some. We heard some shouting. What's wrong? What's going on over here?
I got attacked by one of those things, and I showed like the bite mark because I transformed into him after he got bit, so therefore the disguise would have the bite.
That might.
And then I'm gonna like point off in like that direction and be like, they went that way.
The direction they came from.
No, they came from like
Well,
down
no, they,
here.
they,
didn't
they, they came from down here. Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm pointing
So they
them
had
down
to-
like towards
Yeah,
the
yeah,
seabound
okay.
supplies
Yeah,
area.
okay.
Yeah.
They look at you and they nod. They say, "Bandage up yourself and then follow in close behind afterwards." And then they start to head out in that direction.
And with that, I'm just gonna. Do.
Okay. Turns around, walks away.
Will
Like
do.
after they're out of sight, obviously.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Injured, hopefully.
Anyways,
and I'm gonna
eventually, when you get there, you see. Actually, I don't think you've seen Henry. So you get there, you see this gigantic man holding Gug and kind of staring up at the ship, and he's just got this dour face, like look upon his face. He's just staring up at it, and he looks over slowly towards your direction. Are you still in? Wait, I can't remember. Did you say you're still in guard form?
No, I said I undisguised.
That's what I was. That's what I was checking on. He sees you walking over, and he squints, and then he looks over back at the ship, and all you hear is Craig. Just this bellowing voice, and you do hear a lot of this sudden like stop of some noises, and this turn of this sound of like metal scraping or turning around. And then you hear also off in the distance the sounds of "What are you doing? Stay back! No!" And then you hear just more the sound of fighting off in the distance. And it is at this point you could tell that this is probably when the other townsfolk were doing their business, causing a bit of a distraction.
I want to point out my original plan was to convince the guards that the other guard was the cursed one.
Yeah, no, I had a feeling. But what happens is, while you're sitting there staring at Henry carrying Gug, you hear this familiar voice appear above the ledge of the ship, and he's just like, "What do you want? I was trying to sleep. Oh God.
Oh dear God.
Oh, hi, Henry. It's been a while. How are you? How are the kids?" And he just looks up, and all you hear is him say, sorry. He looks up, and all you hear is him say, "Leave." And he pulls Gug over his shoulder and just kind of drops him on like the bridge thing. And he starts to turn around and walk away. And he's just like, "Ha, all right, yeah, I'll be on that. What the fuck was he doing?" As he looks over at you, "What the fuck was he doing here?"
I don't even know who that was.
Oh, get the big fella up on the boat.
Well, the others can have fun with that, and Pan just walks onto the boat.
You see him kind of like hobble over towards Gug and try it to his best ability to pull, but he's not strong. And by the time that he is starting to do this, Albatross, you walk up into this scene and see this happening.
You're doing God's work here, really.
Yeah, just stop your yap and help me! Ah, it's heavy!
I carried him for miles to get here.
I'm tiny!
I just want to hear you
this
say it.
entire time.
I just want to hear you
That's
say
what we're
it.
about to get to.
And then I'll pick him
As-
up and I'll bring him in.
And as all that happens, we are now going to pan our camera over to Damien. Ethan, are you there with us, buddy?
Hello.
Good, just making
Hi.
sure. 'Cause I heard a lot of background noise. I was making sure you were there or not. But okay. So
Yeah, I
you
keep
know,
eating myself.
no, you're fine. So you're currently on the wrong side, but that's fine. We'll just translate yourself over in this side of town, as you kind of snuck around. Actually, before I do any of that, This is technically happening kind of in the past. I'm going to lodge you over here. You are going to roll me a sneaky sneak.
That's
Only
what I'm
stealth,
good
boom,
at.
boom.
It's what
Yeah,
I
must
do.
have gotten that one. Oh dear. So
Oh god, where is
you are managing your way through town,
where's it?
and
Oh.
you.
I was wondering where the hell he even was because I was trying to track him. Anyway, now I found him.
Oh,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
he's at the top. Doing a minor rewind so we can put him in the canon timeline here. But basically, as you guys dispersed, he went and did his own thing.
Yep.
So, Damon, you are sneaking your way around and... Well, actually, are you going through or are you going around town?
I was going around town.
Okay,
Going
you are very,
around
very
town.
fast. So, going around is easy enough. And it will take a little longer, but due to your speed, it's not that much of a difference. And you quickly manage your way, kind of... I want to say by the cold water inn. It is about here. City secrets. You know the secret patterns. Oh. Well, never mind then. So what happens is you're running through the town, running around the town, and you notice a perfect placement of structures that would be so easy for you to jump on top of and then start roof running. And quickly you
Running in
do-
the rain. Oh hell yeah, that's an anime moment right there.
Yeah. And you do this, so what we're gonna have you do is roll. I'm gonna
The
say
Attack on Titan theme.
okay. I'm gonna say do acrobatic or athletics, your choice. Okay, it's enough
Wow.
to keep your footed. You're a little slippery, but it's enough. You manage your pace, and you keep running on top of building.
feeling-
I've been
After
rolling
building.
shit all fucking session.
No, you're feeling the nerves of the situation. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
finally on my own doing something
you're-
important. Like I can't fuck it up.
Yeah. This is intense for you because of what's happening, but you dart your way around
Ooh,
town
I like
on
that,
the
I like
roofs,
that.
and you're making really good time now. And when you get to here, you can see and hear a lot of the commotion in town. You look to your side and you see a bunch of guards that look like they were coming from the port, making their way over to this plaza area. They seem to be looking around. Yeah, and then in the back, you can hear even more mayhem happening far in the distance. You see torches that are kind of lit in the distance, barely, or lanterns. Sorry, you see lanterns being held in the distance, and you hear some faint ruckus. And then you look ahead of yourself, and off in the distance, you see the ship that you are looking for. This massive, what's the word I'm looking for? Galleon. There it is. You see this massive galleon that has perched itself over here to watch the docks to make sure nothing leaves. This area that you are about to run through, is a little bit more difficult to manage. This because there is not really much happening here. So you have two options. You can either run through this area right here and kind of shortcut your way to the ship, obviously at more of a cost of being seen, or you can try and sneak around back through segments of town, which will cost a little more time, but it's a little safer. It's up to you.
I mean, if I'm sneaky enough, I might be able to catch. If I'm sneaky enough, I might be able to just catch up some conversations as I'm going through that way. So I'm gonna try with
I
that.
also forgot that I have this. I have sneaky themes. So okay, which one are you trying? Sorry, I was trying to do something.
Straight down.
You're just heading. Okay, so you're just going through.
Yep.
Roll me another stealth and a perception check. Very
There
good.
you go.
Very nice.
There you go.
Very good.
Oh,
As
go.
you are
That's my
effortlessly
mans.
dodging and diving between, here's the thing, right? There is a lot of guards kind of in this general area. They're kind of walking around. You are literally perfectly ducking between their shadows. None of them are able to hear you walk around them, but you are able to hear them perfectly. You hear some quick banter of just hey, you see these town people? I can't believe how fucking poor they are in comparison to those in Gildenyost. Yeah, we get much better living out there. And then you'll hear some other talk where it's did you hear what happened to Gildenyost? Yeah, we were posted here a little while ago, so we didn't get to see all the shenanigans, but apparently that place had a whole takeover. And then you hear, and this is the important note, As you hear that the head guards master has taken control of Gildenyost. It's crazy. I mean, like, we know he's capable, so he'll be fine, but, like, what happened to Hurst? No one's heard hide nor hair. All we know is we just have to follow our orders and be a bit more strict. Kind of wild times we're in right now. What?
You said hair because
Hair?
Damien's a hair.
Good lord. You die. You explode into chunks.
And start celebrating.
But you make your way through all of this, and you quickly find yourself at the lower dock that leads to the ship. You look and you see there are a few guardsmen guarding the dock itself. They seem to be rotating positions every now and then. But your stealth is obscenely good, and you know that sneaking by them shouldn't be a problem. So I want to ask, how do you board the ship?
Am I able to see where the anchor on this ship is from here?
You can definitely see that, well, currently, and this is probably, actually, no, yeah, okay, so what you see off in the distance, because it is kind of out a little bit into the waters, the anchor itself is, it's downed already to prevent the ship from drifting, and it seems to be that this ship has a dual anchor system. One for both the right and front facing of the ship. You can see when you look at it that both anchors are down and seem to be locked in place.
Well, just one anchor not able to come up is enough to slow it down, so I don't gotta worry about both. So I guess whichever one is closest to, I'm gonna start heading towards the ship on that side.
Okay, keeping your stealth check, because that was a really good roll. You pretty easily manage
You
your way
swim like
next.
David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie.
Yeah,
Oh.
actually, you. Oh, wait, actually, that's an interesting point. Swimming. Has Damien ever swam since he became a ghost?
No.
That's what I
It's not.
asked earlier,
So,
and we went,
This
fuck
is
it, who
this
cares?
is this is the interesting part. Damien, you are staring at the edge of the river of the oceans, like of the docks, right? You're looking into the water, and you see there is a rowboat right next to the thing, but you know that if you take the boat, you're probably going to get seen. So I want to ask you, what do you do? Do you take a chance and try to swim?
I can breathe if I can't swim.
Yeah.
Or I don't have to breathe, so if I can't swim, I'll just sink like a rock, I guess. Figure it out from there. But I'm gonna still try to swim, see if it's possible for me.
Okay. You gonna make the jump?
Yes.
So, I want you to roll me athletics.
Ooh.
Good enough. You get into the water, and due to your ethereal nature and your decently good stealth check, you barely make a sound. And you begin to use your arms in the water, similar to how you have done when you were living. And you find that due to the fact that you can control your tangibility, you actually are better at doing this sneak swimming than anyone could possibly believe, because you can still drag yourself through the water, but there's no sound when you do it.
Ooh.
And so you swim. And eventually you get next to the leftmost anchor, the chain that is dangling from the ship. You kind of pull yourself onto it. What do you do?
Now it's just a matter of climbing the anchor.
Yep. I don't think this is needing to be any tried, because you are small enough to use these things like frickin' ladder bars.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You should
Tried to cover myself. Dang it. Alright. So, quickly enough, you manage your way onto the far corner of the ship. And now here is where this is going to matter. I need you to roll me a stealth. This is going to be the last stealth you roll in this case.
God.
Okay.
So make it count.
Good luck.
All right. You get onto the deck of the ship. And you lower yourself down, making sure you're hidden. What do you do?
I'm looking to see where the anchor system is from here, because this matters on my plan of action. If there's any guards around the spot I need to go through or not.
What you see is the anchor that you were looking at seems to go to this gigantic wheel that has these these spikes on the side that you can grab and use to turn. And you notice that there are two of them right next to each other. Presumably these are both the anchors and their contraption. However, you will notice that there is a large metal hook that has attached into one of the chain holes, preventing it from releasing when it has been downed.
More of asking, is there like anything I could unscrew? Because I can do that.
Because
I
I know
the,
how to. I may not know how to do many things, but screwing is something that I know very well.
What would
on.
thieves'
Well, he is a
tools
rabbit.
use?
That is true.
Let me look at your character sheet real fast.
Because I have the thieves' tools. That's what I would be using.
Yes, those would be set to. Let me see. I don't know why it's set to query. I should have done this one already.
Just
This
bonk
is
it with your
stereotype.
pen very hard.
There you go.
No.
Should help.
Thieves' tools. I actually have to fucking thief for once, and I love this. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's right up my alley.
in front of you, you see the mechanism, and you see that there is an unlock latch, right? A form of lever to pull to unhook the chains, or to unhook the the hook from the chain to allow it to be reeled back in.
Okay. So that's really the only thing I could tamper with.
Yes. Most likely, you would effectively, in this moment, you would try to prevent the ship's anchor from ever being reeled back up. You would basically lock the hook in place. Is what you're attempting.
How far down is this? Is there any guards around it?
So, looking around, you do see that there are two guards near the front of the ship. They are near you, but they don't see you. You look at them, and you notice that they are kind of looking around, and then kind of looking over the edge sometimes. But then they'll kind of do casual banter between each other. And it is around this time that you notice that one of them will nod to the other, and then the other one will go back to the back of the ship, and he'll start talking to some of the other guys. And this is where you can assume that they're doing a guard swap routine.
That's perfect timing then. This is the exact moment I need to jump down while they're not near it.
Okay. Secret agent man, do your thing. So, if you are now with what you have done, and you've managed to kind of use your stealth to get near the wheel itself and the hook mechanism, I want you to roll your thieves' tool. While you are finagling the system, you feel what is it you're trying to do? Are you trying to break the system or the mechanism?
I'm trying to. Yeah, I am trying to break it. I'm wanting to make sure that they cannot bring this anchor up.
Mm-hmm. So what I will say
Making sure
is
it gets stuck upon itself if they try.
Yes. With the roll that you got, you can tell that this may take a little bit more of a try. You got a really good roll, but it wasn't enough to push it fully over the edge. A little more tinkering with it, and you might be able to dislodge the hook system and perma-lock it in place. But you quickly notice that as you were trying this, there is a guard slowly making his way back up to his post, and you would be, if you were not quick enough, in his line of sight. So here's what's going to happen. If you roll high enough, it will count as not only being able to finish the job, but also being able to kind of duck down again using your stealth check from before. But if you roll low enough, what's going to do is you're going to complete, well, depending on how low you roll, you can have a chance of completing the task, but then getting spotted. If you roll absolutely horrible, obviously you will fail and you will be spotted. So those are your situations.
Okay.
So all you gotta do
What
is roll
would happen
one
if
more.
I just tried to roll another stealth roll and wait for them to go by?
Well, that would be you. So if you want to do that, you would have to.
Well, no.
Leave
I'll just do
the
the
wheel.
thief tool again.
All right. Right on ahead.
Because it's very likely I'll be able to complete it. I might be spotted. That's okay.
Nope.
I don't think you will,
Nice.
because immediately you're fiddling with this thing and you hear this sound of, and you yourself try to grab the hook, see if you can move it, and you find there's not an ounce of leverage this thing is willing to give, and you kind of smile to yourself. You feel that you have done it. The system is seemingly locked in place. And quickly noticing the guard coming up to his post again, you dart back into the shadows. So, with that, what are you going to do now? He's been rolling really good.
But when it matters too, that was
All
dramatic.
his rolls have been.
Where it's like he rolled just enough
all
to get a
his
second
fucking
roll.
rolls.
The mission's complete. I just got to get out of here now. Okay.
Yeah.
Solid Snake, complete the mission. He's a master of stealth.
Now the question is, do I just want to fucking try to climb over the wall and jump back into the water, or do I just want to run through the wall, see if I can do it?
Run through the wall.
It's really your choice.
Yeah.
I think you do like a trust
It is
fall
so-
backwards into the wall and just fall back into the
This
water.
is like the safest scenario for me to ever try to do it, so I think I'm gonna try.
Do
See
it
if I
All right.
can get the hang of it at all
for the content.
for the content.
do it for the vine.
But what do I have to roll for that to actually try to do it? Because what I was doing before was using the emotional damage to force it to
Yes.
happen. But
So basically, what we're going to be doing is an inverse of what the wisdom save thing is. Where I think, like normally it's like the higher, I think the lower you roll, the worse that shit happens. So in this case, I think just roll me a wisdom save and I'll say if it doesn't or not. We'll have to make a better system for that at some point.
yeah, this is a bad thing to roll for me. So
Yeah.
it's very unlikely for this to work.
Oh,
And work it does not. As
Smack
you
right
run
into the wall.
towards the wall of the ship and
But luckily, because of the stealth check and the storm, nobody hears it.
well, the storm is definitely helping, but it is hard not to hear a sudden thump or bang.
Damn it.
and because he failed, he gets so upset that emotional damage activates and he falls through.
But what I will say is you hear behind you one of the guards say, "What was that?" And at this moment you know that if you are not careful enough, you may, get caught. I want you to roll me another stealth check.
Uh-oh.
You said it was the last
Come
time.
on.
Oh my god!
Nat 20.
20,
Nat
baby!
20.
Without even thinking, you quickly just well, that didn't work, and jump right into the water. Not a splash is heard. No one knows you were there. You even hear, right as you're swimming away, must have been the wind.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
And you make your way back to shore completely unspotted. And I think to kind of skip ahead, I think it's fair to say with a fucking nat 20 to stealth, good lord,
Yeah,
you
baby.
make your way back to the boat. And what you see is a goofy sight as we switch back over to our ship page.
Oh yeah, no. With
Uh,
that stealth, I think I could actually get back onto the fucking rooftops and just start running.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
Doing that
enough.
again.
What you see is Gug has been taken to his bedding spot and he's been laid down. Oink. Oh, Gug is awake. Oh no. Okay. Albatross, you and obviously everyone else is kind of free to place themselves, but you'll see Crag kind of walking around and kind of just pacing himself on the deck, kind of making sure everything's like fine with the ship. And then when you get onto the ship, he turns around and sees you for a bit, and he's just like, perfect timing. I'd seen some of the ruckus happening around everywhere. Joel, actually do whatever this fucking shit is. He kind of like points to like the shit that's happening in town.
I want to be up in the crow's nest. I'm looking out. We gotta go.
Yep.
Do you think you can see anything from the crow's nest?
Oh, I have dark vision, so probably.
Yeah, you can probably see pretty easily. I mean, the rain
Yeah,
might cause a little.
I
bit
would
of
probably
difficulty, but
just now
not
be
anymore.
getting back as y'all were
Yeah.
in position.
Yeah, like we've been here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically,
I'd be
in the
the
sake
one
of
talking to
brevity,
the
everyone's
captain.
made their positions. Yes. So that's why I was saying like he comes over to you and he's just like,
Gotcha.
it's like everything is going crazy. I had heard that everyone's kind of gone and done some things to assure a possible early escape. Is that right?
Gug's been taken care of. He's sleeping on the ship. He won't transform again tonight. I just got one of their anchors to be stuck downwards, so they won't even be able to follow us that far, or that fast, at least.
What a wonderful sound. Well, haven't had this much fun in a long time.
Are you sure the
Oh,
ship is
reminds
going to
me
be
of
able
my younger
to,
days.
sail?
In a storm.
Oh, 100%. There's nothing to worry about. And he turns around and he like one of his feet goes to the floor, but he's like, except for the occasional plank. But no, we'll be perfectly fine. He gets
Also,
over
I
to...
had been reinforcing the boat earlier as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just for comedic.
Yeah, I'm
value.
sure
Come on.
Pan has a lot of work to do.
So he gets behind the wheel, and he kind of looks over at Dame, and he says, "Hey, do you think you could get our anchor?
Oh, yeah. Where is
Be
it?
up ahead." So I didn't place that on the map because I actually forgot to do it when I made this map, but it would be right, like dead center.
That's not center.
That's not how. No, dead center at the front, but that's also not how anchors
Yeah.
work. They hang off the side.
Well, no, I mean like the mechanism.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's an anchor there now.
Nice.
Yeah. Sure. Actually, technically speaking, it would be more like. Hold on. Let me see if I can grab it. Round. It'd be more like this, and then it would have like spiky things. It'd go
Where's the
off
cold
of
handles,
it.
Cody?
Spiky things.
They're called
The science of
handles.
It's the sun.
There you go. Yep,
A
the
poop
sun-
stun.
Alright. Yeah. So you make it up to the anchor, and you, similar to the situation you'd seen, there was a latch, but you didn't finagle with this one, so you were able to easily unlatch it and then continue to pull up the anchor. And slowly, the anchor begins to rise. You see Craig kind of bouncing around.
He's got that ADHD crackhead energy.
Yeah.
he's got
you
the,
hear
wait,
him.
Wait, since you're an animal, do you get the zoomies?
I probably did.
He just
That's
bounces
what
around.
happens when Cub just starts
Yeah.
running around. That's him getting the zoom.
Exactly.
Yeah. He looks around and he heads over
I
to. I
love
don't know
that
why
idea.
I'm doing this. Okay, hold on. He heads back into here. And he's like, "Pan, help me with the sails," and he goes back outside and starts
And just-
to get the sails.
And looks up from her cards. It's like, but we're playing poker.
He comes back in. Oh, wait, you're playing poker? Wait, no, it's not that time. Sails. He comes back out.
Oh,
And
Maybe one hand.
he quickly goes to managing one of the sails, which is like over here. Basically, think about it
Dan's
where
gonna
you
go
do like Sea of
manage that
Thieves
one.
kind of thing.
and
Yep.
Marinette's gonna
And
handle
once
that one.
all the sails begin to drop, you see him quickly dart back to the wheel, and he kind of he looks up, looking for like the wind, and kind of like goes over to the wheel and starts to kind of turn the wheel itself to better rotate the boat in the direction they need to go. And you quickly see as the boat begins to turn, you hear off on the dock, "Hey, wait, is that ship leaving? We got a runner!" And then you hear a lot of Garthmen begin to make their way over towards the dock that you guys have planted yourselves in. And as
Go, go, go,
quickly
go,
as
go.
they are about to make their way over to where you guys are at, you then hear, "What the fuck is that?" And then you just see this gigantic man tackle a bunch of these guards to the ground as Henry stands up tall and then looks behind and he says, "Leave." And then you see shaking and quivering with fear as Crag kind of puts his thumb up. He's like, hey, I'm on it, buddy! Get the fuck out of here! And he starts to spin the wheel. And you guys start to set sail. You do hear a commotion coming from the ship, and you try and... Oh, no, you don't try. You see cannonballs firing out in your direction, but the ship is not able to properly turn itself due to the anchor being down, nor is it able to leave the dock. As you see, they are incapable of following you guys out into the sea. And with all of that being said, and everything being as it is, you all are finally starting your adventure out into the ocean. With that,
Yippee!
3 months.
this is where we were ending today's episode.
Yeah.
3 fucking months later. Thank you all for watching. That was fun.
Yeah.
That one went on really long.
Yeah, 3.5 hours. We usually go.
That was fun though.
That one went surprisingly smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
Well,
was
I think
actually-
we all had
fucking rolls
moments.
are insane.
Me and Pan even had a little bit of nice teamwork right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a little intense, but it was kind of funny. I enjoyed it.
it's cute. I
Um,
like.
It's cat. It's cat.
Feeling
so,
cute. Might kill some
okay.
more guards later.
Yeah, like,
Wait, we didn't
So,
go fishing. No.
oh yeah. You
Oh.
did. Well, yes, no gamba today.
No.
So, something to note.
I will
Real
roll.
quick.
I will roll right now for a fish. I
Nope,
don't care.
not happening. Y'all didn't have time to fish. You were too busy. So, something to note real
Damn
quick.
it.
Next week is when I have in our Discord scheduled for our next session of Omen actually. But I know that we have a conflict of schedules specifically with the other Discord group and the events happening. So I want to ask, do you guys want to postpone this session for that? And then we'll wait like another 2 weeks to start the session up again? Or do you want to ignore the event and do the session?
I might be going camping next week.
So it
Are
doesn't
you?
matter. All right.
Maybe. Not 100%.
Well, how about we just play it by ear with you, and then we'll decide after that. Because if you're not going to be there anyway, it won't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. With that being said, though, thank you, players, for joining today's session. This was fun to kind of get back into. I'm a little rusty on the sense of what happened today, but that's fine. This is what happens when you don't play for like a month and a half.
Oh, yeah.
See you guys in 3 months.
Yeah, so you guys in 3 months.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we are going to be ending it here today. So thank you all for watching. It was fun. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to. It's entirely up to you. We are going to be heading off tonight, and we'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fuck off.
Oh, that's
There we
so
go.
rude. Is Jacob even
Session
still here?
is done.
Yes.
Woo.
I haven't heard,
That feels good.
I'm gonna
I
go
haven't
get
heard a
food.
beep
You
from
guys have
him
a good
forever.
one.